So something else that we already knew.
From something to something else. The news.
Now for something completely different. Mobile coverage on the underground.
Yeah.
This article, which is on Mac Rumors, which seems like a very strange place for this article to have appeared, has a lovely picture of some underground workers lifting a very heavy cable. So that must be them installing it right now with that very, very heavy cable.
Or it's just, replacing a new electrical cable and it just fits the bill.
It's just a bizarre picture, isn't it, really? So another press release here from Transport for London, saying that Oxford Circus, Tottenham Court Road, and bank stations, which if you are not familiar with London, are right in the middle of it, followed by Euston and Camden by the end of 2022, will have mobile reception.
These are stations. I don't care about the stations. I want in between. You know?
Well, I think it says is it will be rolled out by 2024.
There we go. Because, I can't go 5 minutes without, checking my emails. I mean, it would be nice. It is nice, to be fair, but it's also...
I worked out a little while ago when I was working for DAZN, 2015, and I was living in East Finchley, which is North London, and commuting to where they were based at the time, which was Waterloo, one section of the Northern Line. And because we had the Wi-Fi, I worked out that I could actually watch an entire show on Netflix, because it was about 30 minutes as a commute. And just by picking up the Wi-Fi on the stations, it would download enough chunks that I could actually watch it all the way through.
There we go. So that's always a win.
Exactly. But it's interesting that you mentioned about it being stations, because this is the problem with the current implementation, is that you actually only get the coverage in stations. So
which sometimes already have Wi-Fi. So
yeah.
Really,
now they're talking about installing this in the tunnels. Well, they're actually talking about laying cable in the tunnels in the press release, but it doesn't necessarily say that it's going to be in the tunnels. Although
the assumption would be that it is. Yeah,
but they're very long, dark tunnels, so I don't know. Not that the amount of light is going to affect it, but I think the fact that they're very long tunnels is probably going to affect it, unless they're going to have transmitters actually along the tunnels as well, which maybe they will. Who
knows? All be answered by the end of 2022.
Well, it's already running
Hopefully.
on the eastern half of the Jubilee line, according to Sadiq Khan, who is the mayor of London. If anyone doesn't know.
You know what?
No,
I didn't read that. You know what? I actually was on the Jubilee line once upon a time recently, and I was like, because I stream music. I'm a wild boy. I had a hunch. I thought I'm getting music, and I was on the underground. I was like, I must be in a space where the ground isn't. I'm not that deep in the ground or something.
I'm not that deep in the ground. Sometimes your eloquence is astonishing.
I have little to no eloquence, and on top of that, I'm dyslexic, and on top of that, I'm lazy. So that combined means that I very rarely use big words.
Brilliant. Well, I enjoy it anyway.
I started reading Time Machine by young H.G. Wells, or whatever it's called, and I was like, literally the first sentence there was 2 words, and I was like, 2 words I didn't know, and I was done. The first page, I think he's just showboating, to be fair, with the big words that he knows.
Well, it's in the opening as well, right? You have to see if he keeps it up.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't keep it up. So I was glad to see that. But I was ready to put it down after that. I was like, this guy's just literally within the first page, I think I had to define about 6 or 7 words. I was like,
I think it's worthwhile reading with a dictionary. It's something I've done for a long time, actually. Yeah. Read with a dictionary.
Anyway.
And then try and use that word. There's another you know what?
No, I don't know. I just thought I'd stick it in there.
Well, well.
It's a kids show.
It's highly inappropriate. So I guess if you were low to the ground, as you were saying then, or whether you were
Closer
deep in the ground,
yes,
closer to the surface or not.
Yeah.
You're saying that you actually were getting 4G signal in the tunnel itself.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was, and I just put it down to not being so deep in the ground.
Well, there we go.
You know what? Let's move on.